Hello everyone, my name is Pawan and I welcome you all towards our YouTube channel. And today we have started with an initiative rapid revision of your All India Bar examination. In just 2 days, how you can complete the entire AIB exam. It's fine, it's very easiest exam, but there are certain tricks and techniques you should be knowing it for clearing this exam. And today we'll be learning about like all the important case laws you should be knowing as part of the AIB exam. It's very less. I've written down from my own hand this notes just because to make it very easy for you. So now let's get quickly started with this entire process. 15 minutes will be covering the entire case laws. So all that it's required for you is about make sure that you're just going through it, taking a screenshot, and then please just join our WhatsApp group. The link is in the description box. It's come for completely free, and all any kind of jodi extra materials I have, I'll be sharing it to you. But 2 days properly learn. I want all of you to become an advocate and let me know in the comment box that yes sir, we are the advocates now. So now let's get started. In Endre Barubari case, what did they say? That preamble is not part of constitution. Just remember this. Just remember my notes. That's it. It should go deep in your brain now. Not part of constitution. Keshananda Bharati case, they said that preamble is part of the constitution. Remember that. Second point. Third case, Maneka Gandhi case, what do they say? That it is the passport case, or it is also known as right to travel abroad case. So what happened over here? They include the three terms: fairness, justice, and reasonableness. No, reasonableness in law and constitution. They added this. Okay, remember this. Just quickly telling in one line so that you should be knowing it. Okay. In SR Bombay versus, I hope you all can see my screen and it is very much visible. Correct. Yeah, it's visible for you. Now, SR Bombay versus SR Bombay case, what they say that secularism is part of the basic structure doctrine. Okay. Secularism is part of the basic structure doctrine. Now, Bashikar Nath versus the CI case, what they say that no person can waive the fundamental right as they are sacrosanct. Sacrosanct means what? They're part of the natural justice system. You cannot, no matter what, you cannot waive it off. Okay. Sixth case, Kasturi Lal versus State of UP. What happened away? They said that sovereign immunity will be provided. What they say that sovereign immunity will be provided. That means that if you are a king or you're a diplomat and you commit something wrong, okay, you will be provided immunity. You will not be charged or you will not be punished with that particular offense. You will be punished in your own respective country. That's up to this one. But in our India, we will not be punishing it. Why? Because in order to protect this diplomacy. Okay. Rudel Shah versus State of Bihar, they said that sovereign immunity will not be provided. Holico Pictures Private Limited versus Prem Chandra case, what they say that the courts are filled with frivolous petitions, so there is no need of filtering it. What they say that courts, there are many PIL cases. Okay, there are many PIL cases. Now, as in the courts, there are many frivolous PIL cases. That means there are many PIL cases, and there is a need of filtering it. That means you need to clean it. Yeah, on the basis of Article 32 and 226, you're going to the Supreme Court and High Court, and they're constantly filing case, but they are constantly filing the case. If PIL only courts are hearing, then the entire time will go in that. So they're saying over here that you need to filter it out. In Dr. Jaishri Lakshmi Patil versus the CM case, they said that what Maratha reservation quota was struck down. See, guys, all the questions I'm going to discuss now, it's actually previous year questions. So you should be knowing all this particular question. As I'm telling it down, let it go deeply inside your brain. Okay, just 5 pages. Remember this, then case laws, you need not worry about anything. Right to education is a fundamental right, was decided in which case? Unnikrishnan versus State of AP case. Now, 11th question. Curative petition was innovated by the Supreme Court in which case? Curative petition was innovated by Supreme Court in which case? It was in Rupa Ashok Hurra versus Ashok Hurra case. Okay, they said that curative petition is part of the Supreme Court. Now, Section 66A of the IT Act was struck down in which case? Section 66A of the IT Act was struck down in Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case. What happened in this case? Section 66A of the IT Act, you remember, no? So she basically tweeted something against the at that particular Bombay government, and they were like, how can you tweet like this when in a particular? So actually that time it was like stateful holiday, and the funny part was that she tweeted or she messaged something like that. Okay, then everyone started protesting, and there were many things. So court said that say she can tweet because it is her what under Article 9, it is her freedom of speech and expression. That similar was held in the case of Section 66A of IT Act was completely struck down at that point of time. Now, doctrine of colorable legislation was majorly held in this case of State of Bihar versus Kameshwar Singh case. They'll give you 4 options. So in case if you get this particular option, just select it. Okay, that's simple. Right to hoist the national flag was decided in the case of Union of India versus Naveen Jindal case. Don't forget this. Right to privacy was basically decided in the case of KS Puttaswamy case. Remember KS Puttaswamy case. Right to environmental free from pollution. Okay, in MC Mehta case, it was decided. Judicial review is a basic structure constitution. See, judicial review, it is part of the basic structure constitution. No matter what, you cannot remove it. It was decided in which case? It was in L. Chandra Kumar versus Union of India. In America also there was a similar case like this. Okay, and they said that in the case of Marbury versus the Madison case. 18th question. Law declared by the Supreme Court is binding on all courts. So what is basically been decided by Supreme Court is completely binding on all courts, was decided in the case of Keshananda Bharati versus State of Kerala. Okay. Now, the 19th question is about the law which disqualifies a person holding two children from holding the post of Sarpanch or Sarpanch. So if I am a Panch or if I'm a Sarpanch, if I have having more than two children, okay, then I cannot stand in the election. So do you think it's right or wrong? The court said that it is right law. Why? Because in order to control populationally, they bought this. So yes, they considered. So Javed versus state of Haryana is this particular case. Now, right against self-incrimination, Article 20, subclause 3 cannot be compelled to give witness. So that means you cannot see. I'm bringing you to the police station and I'm telling you, you have to give the witness. You have to give us witness. If I tell like this, no, that's it. I'll be inside the jail as a police officer. This was decided in the case of Selvi versus the state of Karnataka. You remember the Jai Bhim ka movie you have watched? Similar kind of grounds are also there in this particular case. You can relate it. 21 is about right to know antecedents of contesting candidates. That means that if Pawan is standing for election, it as citizens, if you're voting for me, it's okay for you to know my criminal background or my all my what all the backgrounds which I've done. All background means what Joby cases and all I've done. No, it's okay for you to know about it. So you should be knowing about it, and that was decided in the case of Union of India versus Association of Democratic Reforms. NJSC declared unconstitutional and void. Okay, so National Judicial Appointment Commission was declared unconstitutional void, was decided in the case of what? Supreme Court Advocate of Record Association versus Union of India case. So they said that NJSC was completely unconstitutional void, was decided in this particular case. Arresting guidelines, they bought in this which case? It was actually in BK Basu versus State of West Bengal. Okay. Now, last few more cases. The police brutality and habeas corpus was widened in which case? Sunil Batra versus Delhi administration case. This police brutality and habeas corpus, that means that you're illegally detaining someone, that was actually widened in the case of Sunil Batra versus Delhi administration case. 25th question is about right to life does not include right to die. Gyan Kaur versus state of Punjab, remember this. So you have right to life, but does not mean that you have right to die also in what as part of it. It was decided in this case. The right to die in vegetative state. So right to die was provided in the vegetative state. That was decided in the case of Schonberg versus Union of India case. Okay. So capital punishment was decided in which case? Mittu versus state of Punjab case. Okay. Capital punishment, Mittu versus state of Punjab. Pronouncement of talaq 3 times is unconstitutional. If you say talaq, 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 so they decide this. It's a divorce. I'm pretty not happy with that saying. Okay, 3 times you talaq, then divorce is happening. Thank God they bought this as unconstitutional because it's against the constitution. Yeah, like there should be some means and everything. No, so it's actually wrong. I know religious also are respected, but that's not the right way of doing it. Triple talaq case, it is also known as Sharia Bano versus Union of India case. Section 125 of the CRPC, maintenance of Muslim women, was actually majorly been highlighted in the case of Shawbano case. Do not forget it. Shawbano and Sharia Bano case, do not confuse it. Okay. Now, the contract with the minor is void. Okay. Mohiri Bibi versus Damodar case, it was basically been decided. 31st question is what? Section 73 of Indian Contract Act case related to unliquidated damages. So whenever you're getting this unliquidated damages, remember it is which case? Hadley versus the Baxendale case. Now 32nd question, Gloucester Grammar School case. So damnum sine injuria. So remember, you should be knowing this, okay? Like two grammar schools, I'm a teacher, you're also a teacher, we are in the same road. Now what happened? Is there some damage being created over? No. So that was decided in this particular case. So the other school filed a particular telling about because of this particular school, my profit and all is gone. So court was like, bro, your profit is gone. No, and shut up and sit. So damnum sine injuria, they said that damage without injury in this one. Ryland versus Fletcher case, it is about strict liability. So, for example, this guy had a house, the other guy was constructing some water reserve. This guy was doing it. Okay, so actually, once water reserve was fixed, everything, the water went into like if I gave money to my contractors to do some water thing connectivity to my house, and I after setting up everything, as soon as it turned on, all the water went to my neighbor's house. It was completely destroyed. So me being the owner, if I blame my workers that it was mistake of my worker, this happened not because of me. The court was like, no, it's a strict liability. Being an owner, if you are telling that your workers should do this particular thing, you are liable for it. So in India, the strict liability concept, they bought an other called as absolute liability. Okay, absolute liability. Yes, absolute liability. And even in MC Mehta versus Union of India case, Bhopal gas tragedy case, you have learned, no? Even in this case, they said that what absolute liability is what even though an act of God, you will still be punished. So I hope you understood the entire case laws for your exam. 15 minutes rapid revision of all the case laws. Arams at least 2 to 3 marks you'll get from here. Yeah, do not 2 days is that just by heart everything. Wish you all the best. Good luck. Join our WhatsApp group. Jo bhi extra materials I have, I'll be sharing it to you. Do not take any compromising for your bar exam. Okay. All the best. Good luck. This is me, Pavan, signing off. Take care. Bye bye.